Hey, hi, how you are doing? Gino, DiCaprio. Anyways, just so you know, I know on this video right here, which was the first part, which was dealing on Facebook and Instagram traffic, when the best time to get into it. But now's focus is going to be more on Twitter and LinkedIn, which will be presented. It will be presented by Alicia Vasquez. That's her right there. And also, so you continue knowing, it's also going to be by what is it called, Gray Group Inc. This will be the article in it.com. And I hope you enjoy it. And please, if you have any question more, that I can do a little more videos about the different social networks, that'd be very helpful. Send me the article, and at the same time, I will be mentioning your name if you're the one that brings me the article. So besides that, enjoy this. Bye. Please click like, share, subscribe, and notifications.
In the previous video, you learned the best time to post on social media to get maximum views is whenever your audience is online. This is the safest bet in making sure your content isn't getting lost in the user's feed. Of course, I know from experience that the ideal timing may be a little tricky for your brand to pinpoint. But leveraging existing research while digging into the analytics provided by the social media channels might just do the trick. Further than that, in part 1, you were able to go through current and relevant data regarding two social media giants, Facebook and Instagram. Always keep in mind that you need to research and experiment to understand your current audience habits. Remember, your brand is unique and therefore, so is your audience. It is really valuable for you to know as much as you can of your user to understand what makes them tick. Because even if you figure out the perfect hours, you need to generate the type of content that will get them to engage. The most practical way to do it is by diving into the insights of social media platforms. When doing this, some of the things you should keep in mind are your audience preferred social media channels, their interaction habits, where they are located, and their respective time zones. Plus, you don't want to forget your marketing goals. After all, each social media channel should serve a role for your brand. Ultimately, I gave some pointers I've picked up along the way on how to overcome frequent pain points when posting on Instagram and Facebook. In part 2, you can find the best times to post on social media for your brand. But this time, it's meant to focus on what works best for Twitter and LinkedIn. Both of these social networks can help you develop more of a distinct relationship with your consumer. So let's get to it and continue the journey of discovering the best times to post on social media. Twitter. Twitter is known for providing brands a social media channel to have more of a personal communication with their audience. With tweets having a limit of 280 characters, it makes it natural for communication to be exchanged at a fast pace. This social media platform has a chronological timeline, and it's widely known for being used to obtain news about what's happening right at that moment. It is the best platform to showcase your brand's point of view and make use of your brand voice since it's ideal for having a two-sided conversation with your audience. In Twitter's chronological timeline, you don't only get to see what people are tweeting but also the tweets they are commenting on, allowing for easy favoriting or retweeting. This means the more engagement a tweet has, the more different users will be able to see it in their timeline. If you're doubting whether your brand should be on Twitter, check out these statistics regarding the social network. I have summed it up for you in the following. 80% of users of this platform talked about a brand by mentioning them in a tweet. 50% of Twitter users took action after seeing a brand mention, either by checking the brand's Twitter page or by visiting their website. 79% of people that remember a brand from a tweet take some kind of brand action either online or offline. Best time to post on Twitter in 2020. Due to its chronological feed, the time when you post is critical to get your followers to see your tweet. Although Twitter highlights some posts according to your interests, if your tweet is not posted in a rush hour, then it's more than likely to get drowned to the bottom of your audience's timeline. According to our partner Sprout Social, a social media management platform, the best time to post on Twitter is Wednesday at 9 a.m. and Friday at 9 a.m. This data was pulled from over 25,000 customers by their science team from a range of different industries and locations. All time frames are recorded in the Central Time Zone (CST). The 2019 report also stated that the most consistent engagement can be found from Monday through Friday in the window of 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The ultimate worst day to get engagement on is Saturday, and the lowest engagement can be found every day between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. HubSpot, an inbound marketing software and our partner, stated that the best windows to post are from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Since Twitter can be used either on computers or mobile devices, we can gather that people make a habit of checking Twitter in their downtime. Probably scrolling through it during their commutes. Due to its real-time nature, users tend to get their updates and news from this platform. And, if you're like me, some particular humored memes. Similar to the rest of the social networks, the weekdays hold the largest engagement. But on Twitter, if you need to post on the weekends, per Sprout social data, you should be doing it around 9 a.m. on either day. Even if it's not the ultimate peak time, another valuable time slot you should keep in mind are during lunch hours. Tracking data to understand when your brand should be tweeting. Now that you know the basics, we can move forward in tailoring the best time for your brand to be posting. For this, you will be exploring Twitter's analytics. In this tool, you will be able to go over the stats regarding your tweets' history. You can see from the engagement activity of your past tweets to the demographics of your followers. All the valuable information you will want to take advantage of when getting to know your audience habits. In the tweet section, you will see not only all the important metrics of all of your tweets, how many users have seen the tweet, engagement rates, follows, etc., but the times and dates they were posted on. By tracking this, you will not only see the times when you have performed best but also the type of content your audience likes engaging with. The cool part is that in the graphics, you can see how the tweets compare to each other in 28 days. For more insights on your followers, go into the Audience tab. Here you will get a breakdown of your followers' gender, interest, what they do for a living, their level of education, etc. You can cross-reference if your actual followers match up with your target audience and adjust your content strategy according to your goals. Also, another key piece of information you want to know is where your audience is located. Are you catering to their time zone? Are you talking to local followers or harvesting a global community? With this valuable information in your pocket, it's time for a little experiment, Dr. Frankenstein. You can now start doing some research of your own. Use this tip from Later, a social media scheduling platform, and I've tweaked it a little bit to measure the best time for your brand to post on Twitter. Pick 3 different times per day for your tweets and track your results. Base this decision on your Twitter analytics. You could post all 7 days or just stick to weekdays. Pick 3 time slots, as per Hootsuite's suggestion, 1 in the morning, 1 midday and 1 in the evenings. Set up a spreadsheet and track how much engagement, interactions divided by impressions you had per tweet and day. Shift the hours slightly per week. If you tweeted the first week at 8 a.m., post the next week at 7 a.m. Do this for about a month. When you finish tracking, determine the average engagement per post to have a number to compare with. If you think doing this sounds time-consuming, don't fret. I have developed for you a free Twitter and LinkedIn time tracking sheet. You will be able to easily do what was just mentioned and automatically see graphics to better identify the total of comments, likes, and retweets per month. This will give you an overview to figure out the times that work best for you. Even though this may require some effort, you will get a clear picture of how your content is performing, how to optimize it, and the best times and days you should be tweeting it. LinkedIn. With this social network, you are entering into more of a niche territory. LinkedIn may not hold the large amount of users Facebook does but claims its value on being the largest professional network. This social media platform has a total of 303 million monthly active users. When exploring statistics regarding LinkedIn demographics, you learn that 25% of millennials are on LinkedIn. 63 million LinkedIn users hold decision-making positions. 190 million employed people in the US are LinkedIn users. With this, it's easy to understand why LinkedIn is considered the best B2B marketing channel. According to HubSpot, LinkedIn performs 227% more effectively for lead generation than Facebook and Twitter. Since people join this platform with a career-oriented focus, there is less content generated. People skip posting personal stuff and gravitate towards content that can improve their professional lives. The best time to be posting on LinkedIn in 2020. As people use LinkedIn for professional purposes, it makes sense that its highest engagement in this social channel is recorded during weekdays. In the 2019 study mentioned before, Sprout Social recorded the best day to post on LinkedIn is Wednesday. And the peak times occur during the same day between 9 and 10 a.m. and noon. From Tuesday to Friday, from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., we can find the best consistent engagement inside this online network. The lowest engagement day is Sunday, and the timing you should be avoiding is all week from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Due to the specific audience, it's smarter to build your schedule and focus your marketing efforts around weekdays and during work hours. It seems like people tend to check social media updates during the beginning of the daily routine and their lunch break. Along with weekends, Monday takes a back seat as the majority of people take a better chunk of this day to get organized for the week. Tracking data to understand when your brand should be posting on LinkedIn. If you've come this far, you know how it goes. It's time to dive into your LinkedIn page analytics. You have to be a page admin to be able to access them. But, as the social platforms we've talked about, you can find out the reach of your updates, the demographics of your followers and visitors of your page. Go to the updates section to see all that you have posted. You will be able to track from each one, date, audience, segmented or not, if it was sponsored, the number of impressions it had, people that saw it, click-through rates, when your logo, company name or content was clicked, the interactions it had, followers acquired and its engagement. To get a better handle of your audience, go into the Follower tab. Here you get the breakdown of how many followers you have and their demographics. It is pretty unique in the sense that it breaks them into categories: seniority, industry, company size, function and employee versus non-employee, people that work for your company versus people that don't. Using this information will help you when experimenting with your sharing schedule. To personalize it even further, carry on an experiment similar to the one we talked about earlier. Pick a different time per day for your post and track your results. For example, if you now know that your consumers are most active from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. from Monday to Friday, you can post at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and 12 p.m. respectively. Set up a spreadsheet and track how much engagement, interactions divided by impressions, you had per day. The following week alternate the time, so if last week you posted at 8 a.m. on Monday this week, you will post at 9 a.m. If last week you posted at 9 a.m. on Tuesday this week, you will post at 10 a.m. and so on. Do this until you have covered all the times per weekday. When you finish tracking, determine the average engagement per post to have a number to compare it with. After doing this and sharing your results, your team will have a head start in developing a rock-solid social media strategy. Download to the right a time tracking analysis spreadsheet so you can measure your brand engagement. Keep tabs on the number of reactions, comments and shares your posts have per day and hour, and follow the same method we described earlier for figuring out your best time to post on LinkedIn. Things to take notes of. Now you can feel confident in tackling your social media strategy and its respective schedule. But don't forget to keep the following in mind. Analytics tools give you an edge in keeping up to date with how your content is performing and the type of followers you are attracting. The best part of it, it's free. So you really can make the most of it. Get to know the people that are following you. Are you attracting your target audience? Should you be adjusting your content to do so? Are you catering correctly to their time zones? Every social platform is different. What soars on Instagram may not be appreciated on LinkedIn. When creating a content strategy for each platform, remember their nature. Twitter has a word-of-mouth quality while LinkedIn shines in B2B marketing. Keep learning. The world of social media is constantly changing. New trends and updates can pop up at any minute. Position yourself so they work on your advantage. Let us know your journey in learning the best time to post on social media. If you haven't already, don't forget to check out part 1 of this post. If you have any challenges that have not been addressed, be sure to reach out to us.
Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Anyways, I was thinking that I've been working on little posts on other social networks like in Pinterest, TikTok, let's give it a guess, Snapchat. If you want, like, especially on Pinterest, I find that people will be really interested of how different it is. I can do probably a smaller version video on it, just give you the highlight, each one when's the best time. It seems like each social network has a different time when you should be on. So if you're interested, please let me know. And also, again, if you have any article that you really feel is big and it has a big amount of viewers and you want me to focus on, please send to me. I will credit you and credit whoever wrote the article at the same time. So beside that, you know what? Love it follow my heart. Take care. Thank you for watching. Like and comment. And please don't forget to subscribe. See you at the next video. Best time to post on social media in 2020, part 2. Thank you for your support. We encourage you to share. Video is directed by myself, Gino DiCaprio. So get inspired, not offended.